Well, I did it. I managed to cut my first hole in a pot with the carbide tip from Brewhardware, and I did that so I could add a big steam slayer to the pot because I don't have a vent in here and I want to brew in the winter with the door shut. And I'm getting some cracks in my ceiling, so hopefully this thing will take care of it. I got the kit that had everything, including the 9 gallon per hour and 6 gallon per hour sprayer. So I'm going to try the 9 gallon per hour. I'm going to do a test run here. I'm going to boil my normal amount of liquid. I'm just doing water, and I'm going to do 15 gallons for an hour and see how much I lose. And I will get back to you. All right, I've got my 15 gallons. They're starting to heat up. Just got the heater plugged in. It's moving on up slowly. Then I'm gonna circulate the water through my chiller to see how it all works. Pretty excited. So here's, I was curious, since you can't see the spray when the thing's hooked up, which direction is the lever on? So that's off. And that's on, straight down. All right, so it's starting to generate a bunch of steam. I'm not sure when to start the condenser. It's about 178. I'm going to turn it on now and just see what happens. See if I start generating some drip. So that's a bunch of water coming out. I wonder if I turn it down. Okay, so you can see it's just started boiling. I'm at 206. And the lever is off. So if I turn it on, the 9 gallon per hour sprayer, you can see there's still some steam coming through. And that's hot water coming out here, really hot. Yeah, really hot. The water's all coming down, the steam's coming from that stuff. There's still some coming out of the lid. I don't have my water on very high. Maybe I'll turn it higher. But it's on full. This is a 9 gallon per hour sprayer. I gotta say, still have quite a bit of steam coming into my room here. Not sure what the deal is. This water coming out. 5 or so it's cooler. Okay, I have not turned it's not up to the 208 boil temp that I normally set it at. And so I haven't turned it down, turned the power on the element down. But you can hear the vacuum when I lift the lid. Right, so it's definitely working, obviously. So I turned the power down to 50%. Just guessing on that. The amount of steam coming out is way less. So I still have a boil. Not as heavy a boil. Maybe I need to let it get up there. The temp coming out of this water is much cooler. Okay, so I decided I didn't like how light the boil was. I wanted a heavier boil. And this is my first time. I'm not sure if it's even possible. So I turned it back to automatic, raised it to 210 for the set temp. And it seems to be unable to get over 20, even to get up to 207. I've got the sprayer on full, so you can see the steam's coming out. Boil's really high. So I think what I'm going to do is, just doesn't seem to be getting any hotter than this. So I'm going to, instead of let's see. Instead of 50, I'll go with 60%. And you can see the steam is really just like instantly, when I lower the percentage of the element, just really goes down. And the water coming out is hot, but not 165, or I wouldn't have been able to touch it without screaming. Okay, so I'm gonna just let it go for a while. It's 3:30 now. I'm gonna just let it go at 60%. I'm really pleased with the reduction in steam. You can see there's a little bit coming up from the hot water instead of boiling water. It's going out, well, you can see how much is there, probably 2 gallons maybe. So we'll check it in a while and see what it looks like. The boil is, it's good. It's good. I'm happy with that boil. Okay. Well, 20 minutes in. Maybe 3 gallons coming out on the 9 gallon per hour sprayer. So that's pretty accurate. Water's probably 100 degrees, not smoking hot. And the boil is pretty good. So far so good. The temp on the pot is really not getting out of the 206 range. I'm at 60% power. All right, an hour. Still going. Good boil. And I would say that's just about 9 gallons. I wish I'd tried the 6 gallon per hour sprayer. I wonder what difference it would make to the boil. Anyway, pretty pleased. There's no steam, nothing. Really, really excellent. Very happy with how this thing worked out. All right, I'm gonna turn it off and see how much I lost. Well, it's still pretty hot, so there's some expansion there, but it looks like it's about less than half a gallon. But once it cools, we'll see what the real loss is. All right, it's been a while. It's down to about 150. So you can see we boiled off in an hour, a little more than a gallon. The rest of it's probably, well, I don't know. We'll see. I started with 15 even, so probably half of what I'm used to boiling off. Overall, what a godsend this thing is. Love it.